So this is one a lot of people have been waiting for. Johnny Fisher, Dave Allen too. The excitement of the first fight was incredible. Before we even get onto the decision in the first fight, how good was that first matchup between these two?
Really good. And obviously, don't forget, it was also on the Fury Usyk undercard, and it was also at 7 p.m. the first fight of the night in Saudi Arabia. You know, the arena was quite empty because the doors had just opened, and next thing you've got this heavyweight domestic slobber knocker that's just like enthralling. Put that fight in a sold-out copper box, and you're going to get a night to remember, and you're going to get another dramatic night on Saturday. I don't see anything but. And you know, you could debate the fight all night long. Yes, some say that Dave Allen deserved to win by a point. Some say Johnny Fisher won by a point. I know there's a lot of controversy. The reality is, I think what some people were upset about, probably from the Johnny Fisher, is like the reaction of the decision when you talk about a robbery. Like, the best way Dave Allen could have won the fight, in my opinion, was by 1 point. Right? And like, that's a close fight. I mean, but because Johnny was holding on for dear life at times, the perception is he won that fight easy. So he controlled a lot of the rounds, but he got hurt in the fight and he had to show something different. How will that affect this fight? You know, Dave Allen's been someone that really hasn't always boxed with a lot of confidence and belief. I would say going into this rematch, he's full of it.
Yeah.
I think he actually believes there is no way he can lose on Saturday. And everything that Johnny Fisher learned in that first fight is going to be so important in this second fight. But he will have demons. Like, when you're coming back into a fight, a good example is Devin Haney.
Yeah.
You know, he got battered against Ryan Garcia. Johnny didn't get beat up like that, but he still got hurt. And when he come back, you saw him, he wasn't the same fighter. You know? So this is a big mental test for Johnny Fisher on Saturday night.
And is it made harder by the fact that Dave Allen's obviously someone that has battled them demons himself? He knows what it's like to come back from tough fights, hard fights. He's been in with some of the best Britain's ever produced.
Yeah, I think that, you know, Dave, sometimes his mentality hasn't always been the best, but he knows where he is at all times, if that makes any sense. Like, he's not going to walk out and, you know, overly doubt himself. He's not going to walk out and, you know, he's going to go out, he's going to enjoy it. He's headlining in front of a sold-out 8,000 crowd. He's got a great chance in a 50-50 fight to keep on making these big paydays. And literally anything can happen in this fight. Like, nothing would surprise me. It's heavyweight boxing, two big lumps, you know, and two great guys with plenty of heart and big balls. And that's going to lead to a great fight.
And I think as well, it's interesting when you get a fight like this. You look at the heavyweight division now, it's been the best that it's been in decades, I would go as far as to say. The chance is there as well, isn't it? The winner of this fight, it opens up. There's so many big names in this country, abroad. The options are limitless, really, and that's on the line too, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you look at the two guys, what victory would do. Johnny Fisher's one of the biggest ticket sellers in the country. I mean, this is really a British level type style fight. He sold 8,000 tickets. No one else is putting bums on seats like him at that level. And we've got plans for him to go British, Commonwealth, European. But Dave Allen's looking at it and going, you know, I beat Johnny Fisher. I could fight, I don't know, Chisora or, you know, Adelaide or, I don't know, even a Fabio Wardley Justice Honey winner. Like, I put my name in the mix for those big fights. So I think it's just an enthralling matchup.
And that is, you've touched on it there, one that I did want to ask you about as well. Fabio Wardley, Justice Honey. Again, it's a great time to be a heavyweight, isn't it? And it's a great chance for Justice to show it on a massive stage.
You're seeing now great heavyweight matchups get made, which is really, really important. Like, if you look at it, you know, Justice Honey is number one with the WBO, right? It's very unusual for him at 12-0 to be jumping in with, 18-0 Fabio Wardley, who's number one with the WBA, coming from Australia to fight in the UK and to roll the dice. And that's what's so great about the division at the moment. And I think they've made a big mistake. You know, I like Fabio. You know, we used to represent him. By the way, he's a really good fighter. But, you know, you can't dine out on beating Fraser Clark and beating David Adelaide. Two great wins at the domestic level. But Honey's a little bit different. You know, he's got the amateur pedigree, but he's never had a world-class win. And that's what I like about it, because you put two good, undefeated prospects on a football pitch in front of 20,000 and let them scrap it out. And we, like, when you talk about what we saw in like Riyadh with Canelo and William Skull and some of those guys, these guys haven't reached that, not spoilt stage yet, do you know what I mean? But just like massively overpaid, and just the ability to go out, box off the back foot and nick a few million.
Yeah.
These guys are like, right, we're scrapping. Like you saw with Ben Eubank. You've got to get the fighters at that stage in their career where they go, fuck it, let's have a war. And that's what you're going to get with Wardley Hooney. That's what you're going to get with Fisher and against Allen. And that's what the people love to see.
Great stuff. Eddie Hearn, thanks for speaking with me today.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.